Computer. All right, good evening, everybody. This is Cristina Campbell.
And I'm Dana Christisen.
And?
Good evening, I'm Sandy Rausch.
And we're the Three Musketeers. Not really. Okay, so this is lesson 9. I don't know, I'm just giddy tonight. It's probably because I have company and it's so much fun when we have company. This is the blueprint for launching your Young Living business, and this is the wrap up. This is number 9. So we're going to get it started wrapping up because there was more to wrap up than I had imagined. I did want you to take note of this great Price Pritchard quotation. Just as real, though out of sight, are invisible resources ready to make a profound difference in what you can achieve. So what I want you to envision in your mind, if you will, is an unseen source. The three of us call it the purple funnel. It's like a hat on top of our head. And we allow the purple funnel to allow universal energy, God's healing, heavenly energy, to come through and work through us to you in everything that we do. And you can do the same thing. You can choose to put a purple funnel on your head and allow the universe, all that universal energy that wants to heal and help each other, flow to and through us. All right, so let's talk about understanding educational opportunities. Sandy, take it away.
Okay. Well, first of all, those of you joining us again tonight, thank you. This has been truly an honor and a privilege to coach you guys. And that's really what this has been, is an educational opportunity. And you guys are really more lucky than you think you are, because there's a lot of leaders out there that don't provide this kind of education and opportunities. Right. And if you keep a lookout on your team leaders page, you're going to see opportunities like this, because Cristina is the queen of providing education and opportunities out there. And Dana and I are also providing opportunities out there. And then partnering together, we've really created some great synergy here. And we're so grateful for each other. But the book that we've been working through the last 9 weeks has been called Oil, Share, Repeat. And it's been a great, there's a lot of these kinds of books out there. You can find them on Life Science Publishing. There is a continuation to this called Propel, and that's put out there. Dory Doyle wrote this one, but I think Propel is by somebody else.
Nicole Perez.
Yes, Nicole Perez. So there are just tons of educational opportunities out there. I totally believe that you will grow, your business will grow, and your rank will grow as you prepare yourself for that. So educational opportunities come in a lot of different ways. There's a lot of great books out there to read. And if, again, we've given you a lot of wonderful suggestions here on these nights. Continue to follow your team leaders' Facebook group, and you will see that we recommend different things out there, different books to read. And then there's the amazing opportunities that Young Living provides for us, like convention. Oh my gosh, what a great opportunity. Also, we've got Diamond Bound coming up, and even though it's going to be virtual, it is going to be 2 days of amazing people that we're going to be learning from. Not only that, but Young Living provides us the quarterly, I don't know if they're going to continue doing that or not, but the beauty school is now online. That is also a great opportunity. They do that every month.
Oh yeah, the beauty school.
So keep a lookout for those opportunities. Some of them might cost you a little bit, But remember, everything that you pay and spend for your business is deductible. So don't be afraid to deduct your books, to deduct the classes that you take, to deduct mileage when you go to a class. If you go see one of your team leaders or somebody on your team, like one of your downline, all of that mileage is deductible. So make sure that if you don't have a log for your deductions, start one today. Christina, you want to go back to that other page for just a minute? I want to make sure I covered everything on that page. Take time to implement the teachings in this series and allow yourself time to build a strong foundation for your business. Number 3 is a really interesting and really good one if you can do this. Get a team of people that are wanting to grow with you or grow. They may not be on your team, they may be a cross line, but what the mastermind group that Cristina and Dana and I are in is such a great educational opportunity for us. Once a week, we meet for an hour. We've dedicated an hour every week at a certain time that we meet, and we talk about business, what our wins are for the week, where we might need some help and coaching. We might get stuck, just like all of us get stuck. Trust me, we know what being stuck is about. And then there's lots of educational opportunities in your virtual office. Head back there to member resources, and you're going to see videos back there. You're going to see PowerPoint presentations back there. A wealth of knowledge at your fingertips is in your virtual office. And be okay with your members learning from other leaders. Don't be confused that they're not learning from you. There's so much to learn out there, and learning from each other is really so beneficial, because like the group that I'm in, my team, we learn from our upline. Cristina has learned from her upline in all the different years that she has been in Young Living and all the different opportunities. Dana has learned from her upline how to build a business. So when you put all of that knowledge together and you cross-line it and you build on what you've heard other people doing, trust me, it's a gold mine for you to learn how to build your business. Take advantage of every educational opportunity you get. Readers are leaders, so find some really good books out there. And I think I'm ready for the next slide, which I've already talked about. Look for that Propel book from Nicole Perez. That's going to be the next book that's actually a book that is second to Oil Share Repeat. And I've got mine on the way right now, because I know that there's got to be a lot of stuff in there, because I talked to Dory Doyle the other day, and she was telling me, oh, Sandy, if you loved Oil Share Repeat, you are really going to love Propel.
Propel really goes in a lot deeper. I have that book. I wanted to caveat a little bit on what you were saying about don't be afraid for your team members to learn from other team members. The fact is, whether you want to admit it or not, that you cannot be everything to everyone. And you know, I'm a very strong personality, if you haven't figured that out yet. And I'm either gonna, you're either gonna really enjoy my energy or you're gonna be repelled. Well, I don't want you to not get information because you don't sync with my personality. So I'm going to encourage that you align with some. You're still going to be part of my organization. You know, we're still going to love each other. It might be from afar, but the point is that we can't be everything to everyone. Our role and your role as you become a leader is to guide those people coming on to finding their own path. That is the key. in looking at this, launching your business, and for those of you who have stuck with us through the 9 weeks, it's really exciting because all of your goals and all of your possibilities are ahead of you. But now it's on you. We, the three of us, can teach you how to climb a mountain, but we cannot place you on top of that mountain. You have to do the work. You will work harder and grow more than you ever thought possible. And I'm excited. We're all excited. We're excited for you while you take these next steps and start experiencing the possibilities that you're going to get from your business. It is awesome. So we're going to talk to you now. The three of us are going to actually, play tag team here, and we're going to talk to you about getting paid. Dana is going to start out with the Premium Starter Kit.
All right. So whenever you make money with Young Living, when you enroll someone with the Premium Kit, or when they make additional purchases. So if you sell a starter kit with product, that's considered a Premium Starter Kit. The basic starter kit is not what we're talking about. Typically, the 12 oil kit, that's a Premium Starter Kit. The CBD kit, Ninja Red kit, Thieves kit, etc. All of those pay you a bonus upfront of $25. There are other ways to get paid, but the Premium Starter Kit bonus is $25 one time.
Thank you, Dana. All right, so the second way that you get paid on a Premium Starter Kit is the Fast Start bonus. Now, the Fast Start bonus, yes, Dana.
I forgot that I do need to say that you don't just get that by osmosis. You must have a 50 PV order in the same calendar month that person enrolls. That is so critical because I've watched so many people miss their opportunity for that, and I didn't want to forget to tell you guys.
Thank you. That is imperative. So the question might come to your mind as she mentioned that, oh, I thought we were supposed to do 100 PV in order to get our commissions and bonuses. Well, both of those statements are true. The $50 PV is if you're not collecting commissions on anyone else. So if this is a first-time enrollment and you're not getting commissions on anyone else, all you need to do is place a $50 PV order. However, if you have downline, maybe you have 2 or 3 other people, and maybe they're ordering $50 to $175 a month or more, you have to put in 100 PV in order to get the Fast Start bonus, the commissions, and the Premium Starter Kit bonus. Otherwise, you'll just get the $50 back from that one person. If this is not clear to you, this is the time to raise your hand and let's talk about it, because we need you to understand what the parameters here are here. Okay, so you're going to put in a $50 order, PV, not including shipping and tax. And then you're going to get $25 as the Premium Starter Kit bonus, as Dana just explained. And you're going to get, this is the second part of that bonus, it's called the Fast Start bonus. So when you enroll a new member, for their first 3 calendar months, and this is something that people don't understand, Young Living will give you 25% of the personal volume of their orders. So for example, last month I signed up a new guy. He did a $310 order. He did a Ningxia Red starter kit. So I got $25 for the Ningxia Red starter kit. And then I got 25% of a $310 order. So that's way more than $100. But if they're just buying a kit and nothing else, and that's cool, 25% of $100 is $25. So $25 for the PSK and $25 for the Fast Start bonus is $50, which pays for your oils. Now, here's an example. You are that little turquoise ball there. You enroll Mary. Mary, in month 1, orders a kit and $100 worth of product. You're going to get 25% of that, which equals $50. Plus, this is her first month. Whoops. This is her first month. So you're going to get the $25 PSK money. But we're just talking about the Fast Start bonus right now. In her second month, Mary purchases $200 again. She wants to try that art skincare. And she's adding stuff left and right to her ER order. You get 25% of that. That's another $50. And in her third month, she orders $200 worth of stuff. You get 25% of that. So in 3 months, because of Mary's ordering, because you enrolled her, and because of her ordering pattern, you have just earned actually a total of $175, but $150 just in Fast Start bonus alone. Now, when Mary sponsors a new person, you're going to get 10% for the first 3 months. That's kind of going another level, but I just thought I'd better add that. Okay, Dana.
So we have our new, fairly new program called Silverbound. And I'm going to go through this quickly. You can really elaborate on it, but we're going to do an overview. The most important thing for most people that are just getting started is to understand this STAR, to how to rank up to STAR and how to get this bonus. Because what this Silverbound structure is going to do is set you up for success later so that you can maximize your income with the plan. So getting STAR is having a 500 total OGV. So you're going to have 2 months to hit this rank from the time you start. You're going to have 2 legs at 200 OGV each, and then 500 total OGV. So it doesn't matter where the other 100 it comes in at. It can be your own order. And a leg is like if you sign up Sally, she's a leg if she has 100 PV or more order. And then maybe someone's under her. And then you sign up your brother, Jack. And then Jack's another leg, and he has at least 100 PV. That makes him a leg. So your leg leader has to have, the first person under them has to have 100 PV to be considered a leg. So you always want to make sure the top of your food chain has 100 PV order. That can cause a lot of problems. So with that said, you know, we're just getting to 500, so it's not so difficult. When you do that, it's a $50 bonus. And I had someone enroll someone today, and their PV was $357. And I said, look, if you get one other person, you know, with a 200 PV order, you're going to be at your 500 and you'll possibly qualify for this bonus. So yeah, because she just enrolled in July. So that would be her 2 months. So that's how that works. Now, you want to continue on, you go to Senior Star. You got 3 months from the time you hit Star to hit Senior Star. And that's going to be 2 legs at 500 OGV each with a total of 2,000. And that's going to give you a $250 bonus. Again, make sure that your first person on each grouping, like if I had Sally and Sally enrolled Cindy and Cindy enrolled John, that's considered a leg. And so those are, it's very important that the top person have 100 PV. Executive is after you turn Senior Star, you've got 3 months to get executive. You need 1 additional leg at 500 with a 4,000 total OGV. That's a $500 bonus. Incredible. They're setting you up for the next rank every time you rank up and get one of these bonuses. Now, Silver, once you hit executive, you got 4 months to get Silver. You need 1 additional leg at 1,000. and you get a 10,000 OGV, you get a $1,500 bonus. $1,500 bonus on top
Bonus.
of the commission that you would normally get.
Mind blowing.
Yeah.
So my daughter, my youngest daughter got the 500 executive bonus. I was really thrilled for her. Yep. Yeah, this is mind blowing. So if you've been a star for a very long time, you might want to set yourself up so that you're going to make executive as soon after you hit senior star as you possibly can, because you're going to miss out on the senior star bonus if you've been star for years. And the same thing goes with senior star. If you've been a senior star for 10 months, you're going to have to go for the next bonus, because you're not going to get that 250 or that, yeah. Because this is the key. It's fast growth. These short periods in between, the 3 and 4 month periods in between, are spurts, you know, but it's very possible. As long as you stay focused, you can do this easy. Don't you agree, Dana?
Oh, I do. This program rewards momentum, and momentum is your friend in network marketing, because you get in an energy and it's like a funnel. It's like a tornado kind of. It's energy, and if you're in it, you're in it. And it's like a train. Once you got that train moving, it's much easier to keep it going. It's very hard to get it started if you're pushing it. So this program right here is going to reward momentum and keep you encouraged to get to the next rank and get to the next rank. And I have people on my team that have earned the executive and the silver bonus already.
I love that. I love that. It's pain, momentum. Very good. Thank you. All right, Sandy, talk to us about unilevel commissions, please.
Okay, we've been talking about legs. So this is you right here. We've been saying that's Mary all along. So Mary's at 100 PV at ER, and she's doing it every month. And all of a sudden she's like, you know what? I think I want to start getting my oils paid for. So she enrolls right here, the purple person or the pink person, whatever color you're showing. This is her level 1. And then she enrolls this light blue person here. This is also her level 1. This is her second leg. Then later on, she enrolls a dark, I guess that's like a golden color. Mm-hmm. And these are all her first legs here. And she earns 8% on her first level. Everybody she personally enrolls, these are all personally enrolled. Well, I shouldn't say that. They may not be personally enrolled if somebody's stacked under her, and we're going to talk about that later. But these are all her first levels, the people that are directly under her. Now, let's just say Jane is enrolled Julie over here, okay? Julie wants to enroll her sister. Okay, so Julie's enrolled her sister right here. That's level 2. Remember, Jane is up here. Julie is here on her level 1, and Julie's enrolled her sister. I don't know what Julie's sister's name is, but
where did Mary go?
Pardon me?
Where did Mary go? Because this is you.
Yeah. Yes.
This is not Mary. This is you.
Okay, this is me. Okay.
So this is Mary is level 1, right?
Oh, okay. Is that how we did that? Okay, so this is me. Mary is level 1, and Mary enrolls her sister.
Yes.
Down here, and that becomes level 2 to you then.
Yes. Jane
also enrolls somebody, and she enrolls somebody under her. That becomes level 3 to me. Okay? So sometimes putting names on these helps, but on my level 1, I earn 8%. Although, if it's the first 3 months of these people, I earn 25%. Remember? I'm earning 25% of the first 3 months of what they order. So that's why it's so important to come out of the gate with high energy, high momentum. You want to train a lifestyle right out of the gate. What kind of things do they have going on? What kind of things are they using in their home? You can help them with this. And when you do, you are going to be paid appropriately. That 25% really adds up quick. And after the first 3 months, that 25% drops down to 8%. So your first line, you get 8%. Everybody on your second line, you get 5%. And then on the next 3 levels, you get 4%. So as you can see, there's a reason that they did 7 legs here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people, 7 legs. That's because it takes 7 legs to be a Royal Crown Diamond. Doesn't it, girls? Does it take 7 legs?
It takes
6.
But you need.
Okay, well then she just created.
You need a 7th leg if you need that 1,000 PGV.
Anyway, you really don't want to go wider than 8 or at the most 9 people wide. Then after that, you want to start building down on those people. So if you enroll somebody, and we're going to talk about this in a little bit, you may want to put them under one of your first line people that is growing, that's on ER. Always remember, you're going to put, if you decide you want to stack somebody or put them under one of your leaders, you want to make sure that person is truly ordering every month, that they're on Essential Rewards. And that's how you reward them. So you just need to take a photo of this and look at it, because this is you up here. These are all your legs right here. Unilevel 1 is your level 1 people right under you. Level 2 are the people under them. So they're 2 levels down from you. Level 3 are the people under them. And this is the percentage that you get paid for those levels. And I just wanted to say one more thing.
Okay.
And that is that, and that it has something to do with this, but not really, because you really have to remember the difference between bonuses and commission. Bonuses, you need $50. You need 50 PV to earn a bonus. You need 100 PV to earn your unilevel commissions. So in order to be paid for the orders that are going on down here underneath of you, you need to have a $100 order in. And if Mary over here wants to be paid for everybody under her, she needs to be at 100 PV. So that is how you get paid with commissions, and Unilevel is being at 100 PV.
So the good news is about this 100 PV stuff is, because you are required to spend 100 PV in order to make a check from Young Living, that entire amount that you have spent is a tax deduction. So you're buying product for personal use and it's a total write-off. It doesn't get any better than this. In fact, in the very beginning, some people make more by deducting their taxes. You know, they're getting money back on their taxes than they are in an actual check. But I'm telling you, $10,000 additional income because you're not paying those taxes is huge for somebody, especially if you work for corporate America. You're paying taxes up the nose. And to be able to take a deduction of $10,000 additional dollars, and to give you an idea of what kind of tax deduction I get, I took $80,000 off my taxes last year. Now I know these guys are doing their taxes too, and I don't know, you know, I think as a gold, I was taking about 45. That's reasonable. As a silver, you can look at taking $20,000 off your taxes. That is, if you can look at that as additional income, because it's something that you're not having to pay out, that's huge. That's huge.
It really is. It's huge.
Okay, thank you so much for explaining unilevel commissions. That's why we say, and this should become cliche for you. You must put in a 100 PV order in order to get all bonuses and commissions. Those words go hand in hand. All bonuses and commissions to qualify for that. Okay, so then the last one on how to get paid. In fact, I just had this question the other day, and I'm so glad that she asked it. So, do I make any money off of a retail customer? And I said, absolutely. You will make 24% off of their purchases. You will make 24% off of anything they buy. But because this is purely commission, you still have to spend 100 PV. So if they do, and I've had people do $500 orders on retail. Yes, I have. 24% of $500 is a nice chunk of change. Yeah, and you wonder, and they are adamant. I'm not wanting to become a wholesale member. And I think that it's just, you're unable to convince them that they do not have to do this as a business. But, you know, some people, you know, who was saying that we should spray common sense out of a plane this morning on our accountability call? Hey, but you know what? You want to do it retail? I'm willing to take the 24%. So, but this is not the best way to get somebody to adopt a lifestyle, or, you know, to change their lifestyle. Wholesale buying is that. But you spend 100 PV and they purchase anything they want with PV, and you get 25%. It shouldn't say hello at the bottom of this slide. It should be asking you a question. Do you need more of an explanation of the compensation plan? Because if you do, there are online tutorials and videos. I don't know what I was typing here. There are online tutorials and videos. It says in the book, it says, let's see. Oh, do a web search for simple explanation of our compensation plan. And early on, I was telling you that there's a new search engine that seems to be less invaded, and that is called DuckDuckGo. Check it out. You can put it on your phone. Okay. Dana and I are both going to kind of discuss setting up for success, strategic placement. Sandy's touched on it. This is a very understood. This is a very not understood subject. So we're going to try, the two of us are going to try to make it as clear as possible to you. Go ahead, Dana.
So Sandy showed you a while ago the leg structure, and that's kind of the structure that we're going for. We want 7 legs. We want 6 ideally for Royal Crown Diamond, and then an extra one for your PGV. So what you do whenever, as for me, when I started, I was enrolling people left and right, and not so much teaching people how to enroll. I didn't have a lot of tools for that. So I think I have 120 something people that are still first level to me that that I've enrolled. They're not first level. And so I don't want 127 people directly under me, because that wouldn't help me to rank up. So what you do is you find your people Like I have my mom is one of my leg leaders and my daughter's one of my leg leaders. And then I have another person that went out there and signed people up on their own. And that became a leg for me that's self-sustaining. And the other people I would put under my mom. And I would put one here and then one here. And then I would put the next one under this one and the next one under this one. So she had 2 legs that were getting her to silver, and I got my mom to silver. And then I started working on my daughter's leg, and I did the same thing. And then when she was old enough to work on her own, I kind of quit feeding that. So you just keep filling in under people and keep going under people so that if somebody falls off, you still have a leg because they'll move up. So you want to make sure that you're not, I made this mistake of putting people under my daughter and then just putting them all straight. I did that to my mom too before I realized that I needed to build legs under them as well, because I was worried about going from 5% commission down to 3% commission or 4%. But really in the long run, you're better off to get paid on that rank. So go deep and don't worry about it. You'll still get the money, I promise. So with mom, she actually had 2 people that started building on their own, thank goodness. And that's how I had 2 executives in that group, and that's how she got to silver. But I could have structured her better at any rate. It's a lot to keep up with when you're doing it on your own. And one of the benefits of placing people is if you have somebody that's a builder and they're working and they need a little boost, or they need a little incentive, or they need a little, you can put somebody under them. And, you know, you get paid the first 3 months. You're not really missing out on that much. Help somebody else get to their rank, and it'll come back to you. So you just want that momentum. You want that energy to keep going. You want people to keep, to stay focused on their goals and to keep, you know, working the business. So I hope that is clear.
Yeah, I think you did a really good job. The 2 schools of thought here, I just want to touch on them briefly. You may not want to become a Royal Crown Diamond, and that's okay. Maybe you simply want to make a car payment, and that's okay too. Or a mortgage payment, and that's okay. So find your goal paycheck, whatever it is that you're wanting to make. And by using the Young Living Income disclosure statement, you can find that in member resources in your back virtual office. And now take however many legs that you're gonna need to get there, and then add 1 to that. So like if it's a $650 a month check that you're wanting to make, then all you really need to be is an executive. And so you're going to have 2 legs and then a 3rd leg for your PGV, your personal group volume. That's going to be what you're going to work at, and that's how you're going to build your structure. So, but most of us leaders, and when you get into that leader mindset, which we hope you'll all be there with us someday. You want to go for the gold, man. You don't want to stop at gold. You want to go for the Royal Crown Diamond, because, you know, the higher we set our standards, the more we have to shoot for. It's exciting. So how do you actually get those legs moving along? This is where you're going to continue as the enroller and make the new member sponsor be someone else in your organization. Always thinking about building them silver. Yes, Dana?
I would say too that when you're choosing where to put somebody, you can choose like people that live in the same town or same area, that they could support each other by doing events together possibly. And you can also say, you know, I have this girl and she is a veterinary assistant, or she has horses, and this new girl has horses, and I think they'd make a great team, and introduce them. Make sure they want to work together. Make sure somebody wants to have somebody under there. I had a girl that was like giving people away because she didn't want the money. I don't think she understood it. Anyway, yeah. Make sure that they want those. But and if you have a young mom that's real active, and then you have another young mom start, you may want to put them two together so they have something in common to talk about. And you'll find that they end up liking each other a lot, and they work off of each other, and kind of like the three of us do. We're not any of us in the same organization, but we work together and we love it.
Yeah, like Jillian was a nurse, so when I brought Mary Webster back on as a nurse, I put her under Jillian. They didn't know each other, but what we do is we try to hook them up then. Okay, so you're the enroller. And what I say about the enrollers, the enroller always makes the money. If you don't know, am I the enroller or the sponsor? The enroller is the person that always does the work, and the enroller is the person who gets the bonus money. But after that, your sponsor is going to be making commission, depending on where that person is in their organization. So if they're first level, they're going to make 8% after the first 3 months. In the first 3 months, that sponsor will make very little, because remember, you're the enroller and you're going to make that 25%. The Young Living only pays an additional, I think it's a very 3% maybe. Does anybody know?
What's that?
It's a very small amount. So like out of $100 order, I'll get $25 of that. My sponsor will get $3.74. So it's a very small amount.
It is their commission, like if they were an 8%er, reduced by 70%.
Okay, there you go. That's why it's a very small percent. But it's only that for 3 months. Once that 3-month period is over, then that sponsor will get a full 8%, and you will get 5%. And this is what Dana was talking about when she said, it really kind of bothered me at first to go deep, to put people under people, because maybe I was only at the rank of senior star and I was putting people deep, and I wasn't even getting commissions at level 4. Well, you've really got to look long term. If you're building silvers, and that's what I said on this page before, build silver legs, last sentence. If you're building silvers, when they make silver, and they will if you keep working with them, you will get 2.5 additional % on everything they do, no matter how deep their leg is. And I will tell you that additional 2.5% might not sound like a lot, but when it's an additional $2,000 in your check, it is a lot. Not to mention, you're going to get shares on every silver that is created in your organization. So you get an extra, I think it's $57 a person every month that they make silver. And that's in addition. That's called, I don't know what it's called. It's called
Generation? No, it's not.
the generation bonus. Yes, that's called the generation bonus. Thank you. I just couldn't think of it.
It's about $125 to $140 depending on sales that month.
Yeah, and it's all dependent upon what sales Young Living does for that month, because they take it's like a pool, and they give you a percentage of that pool. So if the pool is big, you're going to make more money. If the pool is little that month, you're going to make little money. But so these are all the ways that you make money. And sometimes when people first come in and they want to know, they want to be a business builder, they want to know how to make the money, and you start getting into all these little bits and pieces, they're going, whoa, this is way too much information. I'm going to tell you, the first time that I ever had to look into the compensation plan, I had a gal call me and she said, I want to know how I get paid, because this isn't adding up. I don't know how you're figuring this up, how they figure this up. And I said, I'll tell you what, I don't really understand the compensation plan right now. Oh, by the way, this person, her name is Laura, and she is still with me after 20 years. She's not first level, she's second level to me. I said, I'll tell you what, Laura, I don't know the compensation plan very well, but let me take a look at it and I'll get back to you. Now, Laura was an accountant, so she knew numbers way more than I would ever know. I drooled over this thing. Nobody was teaching me. I didn't understand unilevel commissions. I didn't understand the difference between bonuses and commissions. And I just ruled it out. I will tell you right off the top, the very best way that you can learn about the compensation plan is to figure out how to tell somebody else. That'll get you every time. If you can explain the compensation plan to somebody else, you pretty much got it. And that's how I figured it out. So I want to encourage you to look at some of these videos that are out there and trainings. And what I told you to search for was a simple explanation of our compensation plan. All right, thank you. Sandy, you're going to talk about the wellness line.
Oh boy, I got the good one tonight. Here we go. Okay, so most of you have heard the word compliant. It's a very important word because it really is what keeps Young Living out of trouble, and it keeps us as distributors out of trouble. When we introduce products and talk about products with other people and we are sharing products, we need to be talking above the wellness line, because that's where we're at. We are not medical professionals. We are not diagnosing and treating. We want to talk in a very safe zone. So we want to talk about normal body functions and systems, like your respiratory system or your structural system or your hormonal system. And what I like to do is use the word that I was taught 3 letters, PMS: promote, maintain, and support. I was taught PMS, promote, maintain, and support. And I would recommend you use those words. Like when you're talking about peppermint, you can say it promotes healthy body. Okay, I'm getting a brain fart right now.
Good healthy mucus flow.
Yeah. Or it's really good for your structural system and muscular system. Your structural, so you can say it supports your muscles. It supports it's very uplifting.
Yeah, it promotes good oxygenation of the brain.
Yes.
Very good, Dana.
Thank you. So I'm getting brain farts here right now. I really thought I was fired up for this.
You need some peppermint to support the oxygenation of your brain.
There you go.
Okay, so I'm going to go with what is written here. Young Living oils and products support normal body functions and systems. Yep. And that's what we're talking about. We cannot make any claims with our products. And we can make no ailments can we mention. So that means you don't talk about diabetes. You don't talk about cancer. You don't talk about when I say heart disease, I think you can actually talk about the heart system. I think you got to be really careful. You don't talk about autism. You don't talk about any diagnosis that's out there. That's a danger zone. So we want to talk about that our products support wellness above the wellness line, thinking that wellness line all the time. Our products support wellness.
Yeah, like here are products that support the cardiovascular system. Ningxia Red, Omega Gize, blum, blum, blum. You're not diagnosing or prescribing. You're simply making a statement that these are going to keep you healthy. And you know what? I'd rather be in that energy about talking about your health than attracting sickness on a daily basis.
Much better energy to talk in.
Yep.
I love talking about wellness. We're not talking about sickness. We cannot talk about sickness. So if somebody says, "What, my son's got this going on, what can I use?" You need to be very careful about answering that question. Do not answer it online.
Yeah, don't do it in social media.
You have a reference guide?
Yes, you need to tell them, do you have a reference guide? Or Google what oils you can use for that. That's what Mary Young would tell you. she told us over and over again, if somebody asks you a question, what do I do? One of my family members, or I've got such and such going on, that danger cross needs to come up into your eyes at that point, saying, I can't answer that question. You need to, yeah.
I can't answer that.
I think it's important for
Danger.
people to feel comfortable, though, talking about something that happened to them. So if you have diabetes, you didn't just use cinnamon bark to get over it. You
Correct.
started walking, you started eating apples, you started whatever you did. You started putting cinnamon on your oatmeal. Whatever it was. Don't leave out all the other things that you did.
You started eating healthy. You started drinking good water.
Fixed my problem, because it didn't, I promise you. So, yeah.
And so talking below the wellness line, we cannot talk below the wellness line. It is illegal for us to talk below the wellness line. We may get Young Living into trouble, and you as a member have signed off on the policies and procedures that you will not talk below the wellness line. So just remember that. So what can I say and what can't I say? How these oils and supplements make you feel, you can say. They make me feel energetic. They help my emotions. They help, let me see what else it says here. They can all be appropriate if you are talking above the line. It supports my sleep. It supports my physical well-being. How can an oil support living a life with wellness, purpose, and abundance? We use abundant oil to help us in that area, or all of the emotional oils we talk about supporting wellness. We can talk about how Young Living oils from the Vitality line are safe for consumption as a dietary supplement. That is such a big deal for us. It is really a big deal for Young Living. We are the only company that can do that because it's written on the label. You can actually ingest our Vitality oils. Now, you got to be careful if they show you a regular bottle of peppermint, it's not a Vitality oil. Talk about Vitality oil and tell them the same oil is in both bottles. But you need to talk, when you talk ingestion, you need to talk about Vitality oils. We can talk about how supplements support our immune system, how they support our muscles. We can also talk about how it supports and maintains, see that S and M there, body systems, age-related conditions, natural body functions, and occasional emotional states. Don't say the word depression. That is a diagnosis. Anxiety is kind of borderline. If I'm feeling anxious, you can say that. It helps if you feel anxious. But you really want to talk above the line, that it supports my emotional system. Okay, you can also say how Young Living's Seed to Seal promise positively influences the products and our members and the quality of our oils. So when in doubt, look at the Young Living published descriptions. You've got a lot of EODRs out there. Tell them to get their book out and look it up. When speaking of supporting an internal body system, you can only talk about Vitality oils. So if I'm saying something is supporting healthy blood sugar levels, I am talking about cinnamon Vitality oil. Okay? Vitality oils support body systems because we can ingest them. We need to remember, if you avoid these, you'll be fine. Don't instruct anyone to use an oil as a medical drug. Don't ever tell them, don't do what your doctor said, do this. Don't ever say that, please. Cross. Don't make medical testimonials to promote products. Tell them a story, what they did for you. You can tell your own personal story, but don't tell somebody else's testimony. Okay, is that straight? You can tell your story. So that's why you need to use products. Use products on everything out there so you have stories. Don't prescribe, diagnose, or treat functions or dysfunctions of the mind, body for humans or animals. Animals are also included in this. And don't instruct a sick person on how to become well. And and anytime you've got questions about this, go to your upline, go to your upline and talk to them. Usually there's some instructions in our virtual office about words that you shouldn't use in the summertime. There'll be like summertime words that you shouldn't use in the fall, in the winter, in the summer. So go to your virtual office. Those lists will be back there. And I think that's my part in this.
Okay, on the bottom of page 59 on oil share repeat, it just makes a statement, create a testimonial. Pick an oil and tell how this supports your already healthy body. So if you don't have anxiety and you still love Stress Away and lavender, you can talk about how I'll never get anxiety because I use lavender and Stress Away. Is that okay, Dana? Will that fly?
I would say nervousness, because I think anxiety is actually a medical
it is
copyrighted word.
All right, see, they're going to catch me every time. That's why I didn't want to talk about this. All right, so don't look at don't look at this picture. We're going to do a do and don't guide from other leaders. So there were some of the top silver leaders in the company that were asked, what would you recommend doing or not doing? And we're just going to go through those. And Sandy, you're going to start out with the first don't and do.
Okay. Don't announce on social media that you sell oils and message if interested. Do share a story of product usage and the importance in your life.
Can you elaborate anything on that? Because I know that you guys are talking about, right now on our accountability calls, you guys are talking about, what do you call that?
Curiosity posts.
Yes, curiosity posts. Thank you. Can you just share a little bit about what a curiosity post is, Dana?
Yeah, so a curiosity post would be like, if I would explain the situation I had, like, well, I told my story once. You know, my husband was going to the doctors and he was having MRIs and CAT scans and he had all this pain and nothing was working. And I finally found this thing that helped him. And I am so glad because now, you know, we don't have to wake up in the middle of the night with pain and he can get to work and doesn't have to leave work. And then people will say, well, what was it? And you'll say, well, let me message you. And then you get a lot of curiosity because I didn't say a product, because if I said he used, you know, XYZ product, number one, that might be not compliant. And number two, they're going to be able to Google that thing and go buy it on their own, or Google that product and make a judgment of whether it's good or not. And maybe they get a Quack Watch post that tells them why they shouldn't do it whenever you're just saying, you know, what happened to you. So curiosity posts will keep you will keep you above the wellness line, because you're going to take that conversation offline. Hey, can we have coffee and talk about it? I'll buy. And then you may have a customer out of that deal. And maybe they don't need what your husband had, but they have problems and maybe there's something else that would be better for them. And you've opened up that line of communication now.
Okay, good. Do you want to take the next don't and do?
Okay, so don't try to know it all or wait to share until you're an expert. But do know how to say, I don't know. Let's go find that answer together.
That's a great response. I love that. Don't cut and paste from other sources. They've actually put a lot of trouble into that, you know, making that meme or whatever. Use your own voice and your own personality. Be authentic to your people. Sandy?
Okay, don't give in to analysis paralysis, but do jump in and know that you will learn as you go. Nothing changes in your comfort zone.
Love that. That is so true. That is so true.
Don't think that you know everything about this business, but do understand that the business changes and it's good to change with it.
Don't start a separate business profile for each of your social media outlets. Do tap into the resources provided by your upline, and don't have an active direct upline, question mark. Contact Young Living customer service to get the names of your silver, your gold, your platinum, and your diamond leaders, and reach out to them for guidance. We're here whether you know it or not. Just reach out to us. That is what we wait for.
All right.
Okay, so don't think that people will always come to you, but do start a follow-up system early. This will get you in a good habit so that you can grow your business exponentially. Follow-ups are not about selling, but they are about connecting with people. Increased sales will follow.
I want to add something to this because this is one of the reasons why I don't promote business cards. If you think that by giving someone a business card that you're going to have a prospect or a client or whatever you want to call them, you are 99.999% wrong. So what I do with a business card is I hand them a business card and a pen, and I ask them to write their information on the back of my business card. And then as they hand that back to me, I give them a clean one. It is more important to get their information than to give yours out to 1,000 people. To have one person's card, information on your card, is going to be more profitable to you than giving out 1,000 business cards. I know this to be true from 21 years of experience in this business. Go ahead, Dana.
So don't just put all of your new members in your level 1. We talked about that earlier, but do work with your upline or your sponsors to strategize and utilize strategic placement.
Don't get distracted by multiple avenues. Stick to one business. Do see the big picture and how much potential exists in this business without the extra side hustles. My upline, Royal Crown Diamond Terry Seacrest, told me this from the get-go. Do not have your feet in 2 canoes. Do not have your feet in 2 canoes. You're going to end up tipping over eventually. You cannot build 2 multi-level marketing businesses at the same time. When I've been learning in my Bob Proctor class about multiple streams of income, it dawned on me that every person that signs up in my organization is a potential stream of income. And so if I have 145 people on my list of people to present the business to, I am actually working on bringing in 145 different streams of income. That's the way I want you to look at it. That does not mean, I start Juice Plus over here and Mary Kay over here and then see which one, we don't have time for that. I mean, serious. And people say, well, I don't know enough about the oils. Well, put your focus on the oils and don't worry about all the other stuff that's not going to work anyway, and you'll be good to go. All right, sorry, it went a little far on that one. Go ahead, Sandy.
Okay, don't get caught up in the short-term benefits of friends adding on to your orders. Is that the one I'm supposed to do?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, so don't get caught up in the short-term benefits of friends adding on to your order so that you can make your $100. Encourage empowerment by allowing them to purchase their own membership and premium starter kit, or at the bare minimum, a basic kit.
Yeah, very good. In fact, Tuesday night's class, I was talking about Kid Sense, and it was one of the rare times that I ever bring up the basic kit. The basic kit is $35, and then you add the Kid Sense oil to that. and then a couple of the Kid Sense products, like maybe the shampoo or the lotion or the bath gel or the toothpaste or all of the above. And that way you're starting with a Kid Sense collection and you're still getting your membership.
Mm-hmm.
All right, last one, Dana.
Don't compare yourself and your business to others. Do understand that you are unique and your situation is your own. Take the ups and downs and allow it to inspire you to further greatness.
Awesome. So those are from some top leaders. All right, we're going to wrap this up by talking to you briefly about network market versus direct sales versus multi-level marketing. What is the difference? First, network marketing is using your network of friends and their friends to make connections and build relationships. I've always said, you know people I don't know. They know people you don't know. That is how a network of people grows. People knowing people that don't know, that you don't know. You bring in one person, and that person has a whole network of other people that you don't know. So what's the difference? Direct sales Cutco is a good example of direct sales. They have an event to sell product and earn commission straight up. This is not people knowing people. This is not building a network of people. However, they can get referrals. Direct sales can get referrals. And there are some direct sales companies that earn an additional commission for each member in their team. Multi-level marketing. Multi-level marketing is network marketing with the spider plant pattern to reach new cold to warm markets. And a pyramid scheme is an illegal investment where original investors directly take money from new enrollees and buy-ins. Let me tell you that regardless if you have watched Unwellness first episode on essential oils or not, we are not a pyramid scheme. We are a multi-level marketing structure. We are network marketers. If they ask you, if anyone asks you, is this a pyramid scheme? This is your answer. No. I want to be very, very clear. No. Network marketing and direct sales are not pyramid schemes. A pyramid scheme is illegal. And it is this: 1, an illegal form of investment. 2, participant 1 recruits 2 participants, A and B. The returns from participants A and B buying into the investment pay participant 1. Participants A and B each recruit 2 new people and they keep the buy-in. Number 5, continue. So why do people call network marketing and direct sales a pyramid scheme? This is the way that an MLM works. 1, it's completely legal and legitimate. If it wasn't, don't you think legal entities would have taken down Young Living a long time ago? Number 2, participant 1 joins as an independent distributor or contractor. We call them distributors in Young Living. Number 3, participant 1 can purchase products. They can sell products. They can make a commission. They can sign up members because they are independent distributors. Number 4, participants A, B, and C can do the same. They can purchase, they can sell, and they can sign up other distributors. So MLMs and DS or direct sales companies look like a pyramid as the organization grows, but the money that is earned for each head of the organization is made through commissions from purchases instead of paying Paul by taking the money from Peter. Look at any corporation around you. They operate under the same business model. There is someone that's at the top, like the president or the CEO, right? There are people that work under them and they make money. They're directors or executives. Then managers work under them and employees and staff under them. Does the president or CEO benefit financially when those under him do well? Yes, yes, he does. The difference between MLMs and corporations is that MLMs, the independent distributors, all run their own businesses and have autonomy to make decisions that work best for them, all within the scope of what is allowed in their company's policies and procedures, which is usually rather open-ended compared to a corporation. I want to share a little video with you right now. And I always have trouble with these videos, so bear with me. But we have always thought that this was really cute about pyramid schemes.
I have decided that my job sucks, the economy sucks, and the only way things are going to get better is if I do something about it.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to build a network marketing business.
What is network marketing?
A network marketing company allows you to build your own business by creating a group of distributors and customers that consume the products sold by the company.
That sounds like one of those pyramid things.
What do you mean by pyramid things?
One of those things where the only people that make lots of money are the people at the top.
You mean like the company you work for?
But don't you have to get in early to make any money?
Actually, in a good network marketing company, you can make more money than the people above you if you are more productive.
Are you sure it isn't a pyramid scheme?
Yes.
How are you so sure?
A pyramid scheme is where you make all of your money by recruiting others and there is no product or service being exchanged.
It still sounds like a pyramid scheme.
In a legitimate network marketing company, you make most or all of your money from people using the products.
It still sounds like a pyramid scheme.
In what way?
Because when you draw it out, it looks like a pyramid.
How is that relevant?
It just seems like a pyramid scheme.
If you were to draw out the organization chart of the company you work for, what shade would it be?
A pyramid.
If you were to draw out the organization chart of the church you go to, what shade would it be?
A pyramid.
If you were to draw out the organization chart of the Girl Scouts, what shade would it be?
A pyramid.
Are you understanding my point?
Yes. I had no idea there were so many pyramid schemes out there. Do you really think you can make money with your pyramid scheme?
According to the U.S. Department of Labor and the Direct Selling Association, with the same time and effort, I'm 5 times more likely to earn over $100,000 in network marketing than at my life-sucking job.
Yes. I hate my job too. That is why I play the lotto every day after work. 16, 22, 84, baby.
Maybe you should start your own business also instead of completely leaving your future to chance.
But I have heard people say negative things about network marketing.
Like who?
Like my brother-in-law.
Is he wealthy?
No.
Does he own his own business?
No.
Would you consider him a credible expert on the subject?
No.
Would you consider him a credible expert on any subject?
Not really. But why do some people say network marketing doesn't work?
For the same reason that some people think our government's Social Security program is sustainable, total ignorance.
Are there any credible experts that support network marketing?
Have you heard of Robert Kiyosaki, the author of one of the top-selling financial books of all time?
No.
He is a big supporter of network marketing. He calls it the perfect business. Have you heard of Donald Trump?
Yes, he has funny hair.
He is also a big supporter of network marketing. Have you heard of Warren Buffett, the most successful investor of all time?
No.
He is also a supporter of network marketing.
And you think these people are more credible experts than my brother-in-law?
Yes.
I still think it sounds like a pyramid scheme.
Are you kidding me? Have you been listening to anything that I have said?
Yes, but I still think it is a pyramid scheme.
Can you please explain your argument?
I just think it is a pyramid scheme.
I think I'm going to leave now.
Wait, aren't you going to try to recruit me?
No.
Why not?
I thought you said it was a pyramid scheme.
I did, but I think I want to join now.
I would rather shove thumbtacks into my eyes and walk into traffic than have an incompetent moron like you on my team.
Oh. Okay. Talk to you later then.
Not likely.
Oh my God, that's the first time I've seen that. That is hilarious.
I hope you all like that. Okay, so
Oh.
let's look quickly at benefits of a network marketing structure. You're your own boss. You don't have to keep stock or manage distribution chains. You get residual income and unending earning possibilities, and you're cutting the marketing middleman. YL chose this method because it allowed Gary and Mary Young to focus on product development and running the business, and allows those using the products, the distributors, to market, educate, and recruit as desired. You know, one of the things that I find interesting is when I came into Young Living, that was our sole job. Nobody offered us marketing materials. You know, there were product information pages on some of the products that we had, but that was it. And now just look at all the education and all the marketing tools that Young Living has developed for us in our virtual office. Which brings me to what we're going to teach you next week on Thursday night, next Thursday night. We are going to do a run through with you. If it takes more than 1 week, you know, we're willing to do whatever it takes. We're going to do a run through with you of the virtual office. There are so many people that don't understand how to use their back office. And I noticed today that the front sign-in page has now changed. So we're starting to see the new virtual office rolling out probably now through September. And I think that it's imperative that you understand where to find things. And it may look a little bit different, but those of us who've had years of experience in the back office will be able to walk you through it. So I just wanted to mention that to you. We want to show you these places that you can get the RISE training, marketing materials that you can use on Instagram or other social media platforms. They really do give us a lot. So when Gary and Mary first created Young Living, they knew that they would need help to get the word out about these products. It is so non-conventional, or at least it was in the early 90s when I got in, that there would be a big educational component for their users. How could they develop product, run the business, and educate? Now, I will tell you that Gary did educate. He was teaching in Texas. He was teaching in Idaho, California. He was going to expos. In fact, I believe that's where he met Mary, was at a health expo in California, if I remember correctly. But they would utilize their distributors. That's what we were there for, to market, to educate, and to recruit, thus freeing the youngs to keep developing, doing the R&D, research and development, the business, and developing the products. So this is why Young Living chose this model. And I believe that they did a really good job. I remember one of the things that I was told many years ago was, okay, if you put Young Living, say, in Walmart, this is hypothetical here, people are going to take those oils. I'm sorry? Did I miss something? Okay. If you were to put those oils on the shelves in Walmart, and again, this is hypothetical, and people would buy them, their they don't know what those oils are helpful for. You know, I mean, you could put an EODR, an essential oils desk reference, by the side of it, but then, of course, it's not compliant, so FDA would not allow that to happen. And people would not know what to do with those oils. If you're retailing oils out of a store, you need to be a good enough retailer that you can explain everything, the basics, not everything, but the basics that they need to know. Safety, number one. That's why we teach safety in just about every one of my classes. Not to put them directly in the ears, not to put them directly in the eyes, how to skin patch test, how to dilute, why dilution? And, you know, again, if you watch Unwellness on Netflix, one of the main complaints from somebody who used the oils wrongly was that she wasn't educated. That is our responsibility as distributors. Our responsibility, if we sell a kit, is to teach them how to use it. Nobody else's responsibility but yours. If you are the enroller, you teach them how to use that kit. I can't express that enough. And that's where the fun is. That is really, really where the fun is. I love that part of it. My favorite part of it. So why is Young Living different? I've hinted at it in earlier sections, but Young Living is different than other MLMs. We don't have to stock any products. A lot of MLMs do. I remember meeting up with a gal in the parking lot when I used to work as a government contractor, who was a Mary Kay saleswoman. Her trunk was literally full of Mary Kay. And I thought to myself, my goodness, what a lot of money she had to invest so that I could look through all these colors and all these, you know, various products and pick and choose what I was going to buy retail. I don't want anything to do with that. We are more about memberships than sellers. At our international convention in 2017, we learned that there are 1.75 million active members with Young Living globally, and 94% of them, about approximately 1,645,000 people, are simply members and not working their membership as a business. That means that they simply purchase their products on discount. They enjoy them, they love them, and that's it. Only 6% of the members take it further and share about Young Living. We are that 6%. We're earning either a hobby paycheck or something more substantial. And that's about 105,000 people. Our culture is all about support. In the last year, we have seen the hashtag Team YL circulate around social media. It's not just a marketing gimmick. Maybe it's because we all got started because of the plants, but there is something so wholesome about the members in this company. Oh, letting people in. We love each other, whether we make a paycheck off them or not. This is a true family.
Yeah.
It's people over profit. Yes, you heard me right. This is a billion-dollar company that would rather put a highly popular product out of stock because it didn't meet our high-quality standards than to sell it and profit from an inferior product. Plus, Gary Young said that we will never retire a product if it is used and helps even one person. If you do a Google search, and I recommend DuckDuckGo, not Google, you're going to see a lot of blogs like you know, you've seen before, supporting Young Living, and lots tearing it down.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, anyone can post anything they want. I can. So I ask you to please do your research. The purpose of this class and what we post is not to convince you about Young Living over its competitors. Though after 3 months of research and visiting farms multiple times, this is the only company that I will ever purchase essential oils from. It was written so that you can be informed about network marketing and why it is not a scary or dark place, dark being coming to suck the money out of you from your couch cushions and your wallets. The bottom line is we love this company. This has been a very, very lucrative business for me and will continue to be. And here is the network marketing model. Where does the money go? 50% of the sales, actually 51% of the sales of every Young Living product goes back into packaging, the warehouse, customer service teams, events, and, you know, our workers. 49% is given to the distributors, those directly involved with the sales. Your check is of the 49%. So that's where our money goes. That's almost 50-50. In a traditional corporation, 30 to 40% goes to the company, 20% goes to the store, and 50 to 60% is divided up into the warehouse. And the benefits of the marketing, the network marketing structure, we already covered: being your own boss, not having to stock product, cutting the marketing middleman, and I just explained to you why we chose Young Living. So that is a wrap for tonight. Do either one of you ladies have anything that you would like to say on closing up this 9-week business course? Dana?
I appreciate everybody coming on and hanging out with us and learning from us and allowing us to be our authentic selves. It was a lot of fun, and I learned something each time. So thank you again, and I appreciate it.
Ditto. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you to my dear friends Cristina and Dana. It's been you let us into your home on Thursday nights and on your screen and give us your most precious time. So thank you so much. I'm honored.